Yeah, and welcome to another Just Enough HESHY show. I know I'm a little hoarse. I was at, Bumi. First of all, hello, Bumi. How are you?
Hi, Heshy. What an exciting week. The Tim Pool show you did, and it had like hundreds of thousands of hits.
Hundreds of
and
thousands.
on top of that, I understand that you're in touch with the Trump campaign right now,
we're
and that
talk.
President Trump knows all about you.
We didn't start the show.
He's
I'm
giving
shaking.
away the whole show.
He does that every week.
He just gives
I
it away
know
for
that,
free.
Sorry. I'm so excited about what's going on now.
Wait, it gets
Try to
better.
contain yourself.
And you're going to hear some big news tonight. And Sawyer, how are you?
Hi, everybody. I'm great.
I want you to know Sawyer got very angry at me before we started the show, and she called me a name. But I forgive you, Sawyer.
What did I call you?
You did. You picked up your nose, and I heard something come out of your mouth.
You
under
are
the
a
breath.
nose maven.
Okay,
You
I
know
am.
noses.
Anyways, I told her that I'm not taking I'm not taking her with me to the White House as a joke, and she started flipping. Anyways, everybody, thank you guys for listening to my show. We got some interesting stuff to talk about, stuff that I did, stuff that we have on. Really, I'm thinking of considering a whole bunch of different options. I want everybody to hear, and a whole bunch of things that we can fix this city with. So I want you guys to buckle up. Get ready for the show. Boomy, simple question. What number do they call? Go ahead, mess it up.
718-303-9090.
What's
Wow.
the 9090? It's 718 303 9090.
If you want to watch our show, of course, we're live on Just Enough HESHY on YouTube, Just Enough HESHY Facebook, live on channel 620 AM. And, of course, you can always email me at justenoughheshy@gmail.com. And, guys, if you want to advertise with the show, I have a number. They told it to me. I lost it. Just call me. Just email justenoughheshy@gmail.com, and I'll give you that number later.
You can also call Soya, I believe, if
You
they
can
like
call
to.
Sawyer, right? And you can advertise in the show, and we'll give you some good deals and good rates, and you're gonna enjoy the show. 718-303-9090, everybody, and we are ready to rock and roll. And I want to talk about a very important guy. He is High Tech Web Group. High Tech Web Group. This guy has been running our show, and it's becoming more professional and more professional. So if you're watching our show on YouTube and Facebook, look at these cameras, guys.
I am impressed with the lighting and the whole layout.
We've
Wow.
come a long way.
We are in the lap of luxury.
This guy has design. He takes design to the next level. 212-235-2777. 212-235-2777. And you can reach him on his website at info@hitechwebgroup.com. It's info@hightechwebgroup.com. He's a very serious guy, gets serious stuff done. But if you want something funny done, he'll do something funny as well. That's what they're supposed to do. They have to do what you tell them to do. And what do we have next? We have my delicious, wonderful daughter-in-law. And what's
TT Styles. Here, wigs, makeups, weddings, events, and all affairs, she will do you up to a T. You can reach Tehila at 718-675-6842, or you can email her at TEHILA@TEETEESTYLES.com. That's
Beautiful.
718-675-6842. And what does she do, Bummy?
She brings out the beauty in you.
You know, you guys are getting good. Finally, and I'm going to give you a raise. Anyways, I know it's a lie. Well, anyways, we have Coogs Electric. I mean, this guy is. I tested him out this work. It's not Coogs Electric, it's Coogs Power, by the way. They're a family-owned and operated company since 2012, serving Brooklyn for all your high-voltage electric needs, lighting installation, repairs, remodeling. He gives you free estimates. And again, I messed up his number, so he texted me, Heshy, I'm disconnecting your lights. You messed up. I said I couldn't see because my lights weren't good. No, I'm joking, Coogs. I'm joking. Yisrael Kugelman, 347-794-8236. 347-794-8236. Coogs Power, KUGSPOWER @gmail.com. Guys, electric is not a joking, not a joke. It is not. I know I'm very good with gas and structure and other stuff when we're building a building and water. But when you're dealing with electric, it's very careful. You can't, you need a professional. And Coogs Power is the way to go. These are the guys that you call them in. He knows what he's doing. Again, 347-794-8236. Free estimates. Use the guys. This is what you want to be. Don't be joking around and think you can do it yourself. Because if the house burns down, the insurance company does. They do a lot of research and investigation, and you won't get paid. Anyways.
And you don't want to get electrocuted no matter how high the voltage.
Right. Now we're going to have the guy who's the biggest problem of our show, James Meadows. Now I'm going to tell you why. He's just a troublemaker, this guy. He warned me again, HESHY. I love you, HESHY. We're going to court in 2 more weeks or something, in December's coming up. Can you try to stay out? We joke around every week, me and him. You're going to be upset with me, guys, but yesterday I went to a wedding. And I came home late, and then I got dressed, and I ran to the wedding. I forgot to take my wallet with me, but I took my phone. And right away, I, of course, drove away, forgot to put my seatbelt on for 2 minutes, picked up my phone. Woo, woo, woo.
And
Cops,
they nailed you.
they got me, and I deserved every moment of it. And, of course, it took like 5 minutes for the police officer to come out. They have to be careful. You can't mess around with the police officers.
How many tickets, HESHY?
No. And then quickly I pushed James Meadows. But James, I'm dead. I'm screwed. What do I do? He says, HESHY, chill. Keep your hands on the wheel. They're going to come over. They're going to give you a ticket. What happened? I said, well, I held my seatbelt, and I told him the truth. I said, I really wasn't talking on the phone. Linda called me during the thing, and she started screaming at me, and I got angry at her. It's Linda's fault. The whole ticket is Linda's fault.
It always is.
So I told it to James. James said that's not a defense. Is he right?
Darn it, James.
James, I don't like him anymore. You call James for speeding tickets, cell phone tickets, texting, stop signs. James, I got all those tickets. Anyways, red light tickets. You call James, 845-TICKETS. You guys.
845-TICKETS.
You guys
So
have.
those officers gave you 14
Wait, let me
tickets,
finish.
including one for bleeding on your pad after they beat
let
you
me-
with their nightstick.
Let me finish the commercial.
that?
845-842-5387. 845-842-5387. That's the thing. You call him. This guy is a second-generation criminal lawyer. He is intelligent. He's smart, and he's kind to you. He's not going to scream at you what you did wrong. He's going to come up with a defense. He's very smart. He covers any movie.
I like the way you said he's going to come up with a defense.
He's got to come up.
Sounds-
James, please,
sounds
James.
a little
I know
shady.
you're going to kill me, James, but please, James, I need your help. This one time,
He's
James.
a phenomenal attorney,
Yeah.
and he will get you off
Right,
the hook.
100. And you know what? When the police officer came over, he didn't say anything. I told him I didn't have my driver's
He
license.
didn't recognize you,
He did recognize me.
and you couldn't talk your way out?
Wait a minute. So he took the flashlight, he points it at me, and he says, "Oh, no, it's you." And I said-
That's when he wrote you 2 tickets
So I
and
told-
started beating you with his nightstick.
So I told him that I didn't have my license with me. He could have arrested me, or he could have, given me another ticket for that. And of course, I was screaming at Linda, "Get over there!" I said, "Linda's on his way over." I gave him my birthday, so on and so on. And I told him I deserved the ticket. There's nothing I was wrong, 100%. And the officer was kind, beautiful, gentleman. And I want you to know, these angels deserve whatever they're good men. And I'm going to talk to you about the protest that we had tonight as well about them. So I'm a fan of the police, and I understand when I did something wrong. And yes, I did try to talk my way out of it. And
And we're a fan of James Meadows.
We are fans of James.
845-TICKETS.
James, help me, please, God's sakes, James, this time.
Yeah, he needs to
Green
keep his
Line
license.
Building Solutions. Let's talk about them.
We have building consulting, violation removals, construction management, owner compliance, and all your contracting needs. They do Department of Building Expediters, designs, fire department, HPD, criminal court, Department of Finance, Environmental Control Board, settlements, everything under the sun. Green Line Solutions can help you with. You can reach them at 718-871-0382.
718. Go ahead.
871-0382.
Now, let me tell you, we're located at 202 Foster Avenue. We have parking in the rear. So, we take care of violations. We help people. I was talking to the councilman a couple months ago about they promised to dismiss the mask tickets. Remember these illegal mask tickets they were giving out? I ended up taking over a whole bunch of cases. They promised they'd get it dismissed. Not dismissed. We're still going to court and fighting them. We're dismissing them on technicalities, but we're still fighting them one by one. Now, we're up to, by the way, $37 million in fines in our neighborhood. $37 million.
They're giving out fraudulent fines
Not
also
only
from
fraudulent
sanitation.
fines, they are arresting store owners.
I saw the video.
And I'm going to talk about that in Staten Island. I was there tonight at the protest. The guy didn't want to come out. The store's empty. They vacated it. The police didn't come. The police are not enforcing
What
this.
was
was
the
not the police
charge?
department.
What was the arrest charge?
That he didn't want to vacate the premises.
Hold on.
I'm not
He didn't
finished.
want to vacate the premises, but why would he have to vacate if he's paying
They
rent
gave
and
him
he's
a
inside?
cease desist. They told him he's not operating, even though he stopped selling liquor. He said, "I'm giving away away free food and free liquor. That's what he says. Give me a donation. I went there on Sunday. I gave a donation. He's such a nice man. Somebody wanted to buy me a drink. I says, no, thank you. Everything is good. And he said, I'm doing it for free, which is legally allowed. The sheriffs came, threw him out. Vacated
How could they
him.
go in?
And they can't.
I'm
Wait a
questioning,
minute. Now, wait a
what
minute.
authority?
They're
So I'm
trespassing.
talking to you, lawyer. No warrant to enter the building. No court order to do anything. No arrest warrant.
They should be arrested.
Wait a minute, it gets better. The state senator came over there, and you'll see I saw the
I
paperwork
saw
they gave
I
Senator-
saw
what was
the
his name?
senator.
a wonderful guy. So I saw the paperwork. I saw the paperwork in my hand.
Right.
I saw it. It was signed by a deputy sheriff. No notarized, no stamp, no nothing, no court order. Anyways, this is
Was
what
this personal?
I think they were threatening to arrest the senator as well.
They did. I heard that he was in the today. So they went back today. The
They
owners,
issued him a summons, I think.
And no, they issued the lawyer 4 summonses for
summonses.
eating in the place. Really. Anyways, so they
So 1 second, hold on. If he eating in the place, even if he was eating inside the place, maybe he was having a private
because
meeting.
the health department said you can't be there, and they locked up the place.
How
It
can the
had to
health
be
department
vacant.
say that the owner can't be
You
in
can
his
give me a
own
lot of
business?
but anyways, when I saw the paperwork and they filmed, so today they went back in after they arrested him and he got back out. He went back in and they barricaded themselves in. During the protest, they came out. The sheriffs now let me tell you something. 1 police officer, 2 police officers. There was 40 sheriffs, not police
I
officers.
saw all the
police
cars lined
officers-
up. They have
the
nothing
police-
better to do with
the
our
pol-
tax
The police
dollars.
officers are doing nothing. They're standing in the back, making sure that people don't flip out.
People are being murdered elsewhere,
And the
but
pro-
they're
and-
there.
And the protests are calm, relaxed. These Staten Island people, they are just wow. When I got up to speak today, they stood strong, screaming, "Heshy, Heshy!" I posted on my videos. These are people that are our brothers and sisters from Staten Island. I support them 100%. I went up there. I said Brooklyn's behind them, and this is the way a state senator comes
But
out.
it was a civilized rally. Now,
Civilized. Wait, I'm
had
not
they been
finished.
burning and looting and
Right.
pillaging and plundering, it might have been a whole different.
And they came out in the hundreds, and people were hugging and talking to me and taking pictures. These are our New Yorkers. These are our friends, and these
Our
are our
neighbors.
citizens. So, anyways,
These
they
are
got
the salt of the earth.
right.
They're good people.
And
They're
I know our commercial is running a little long, but I'm just talking about the show now, and this is where I was today. Now, forget that there's 40 sheriffs there. They came in 10 vans today. The police, again, are not enforcing anything, but they're making sure everything stays calm. And I screamed at the sheriffs yesterday, and I got a whole bunch of screaming at Heshy. Calm down. I want you listeners to tell me, do you want me to calm down? Heshy, talk nicely. Don't, when you scream at Cuomo and de Blasio.
I'm sorry, it's past the point of
No,
talking
but-
nicely and just standing there and doing nothing.
So when I speak,
under certain circumstances,
So when-
such as those.
So when I have speaking events and stuff, they said, Heshy, why can't you portray yourself as a calm politician or businessman that what you will do? I said, because when I'm calm and quiet and telling you stories, it's something to keep you interested for 20, 30 minutes. But when you're trying to make a quick point out to millions or hundreds of thousands of listeners, you got to do it quick. And if I don't scream, and if I don't show them that I'm angry, I don't show them that I'm disappointed, people are going to just go away. I need the movement to go. The movement has started. Look, today, 500 people. My protests. Stores are telling them you can't come in. We're screaming and hollering at these fake investors. Our movement has spread to different states. I'm getting calls from all across the country. I'm getting thousands and thousands. And I want you to know, all out there listeners, HESHYTishler.com.
There's definitely a need for
Do you
passion
know?
under
Do
the
you know? I'm
circumstances.
telling people, don't give me a lot of money. I don't want you to make yourself broke. $10, $20, $30, and I'm getting the donations. I'm winning this election. I'm going in. I want there to be no doubt. Guys, HESHYTishler.com. HESHYTISCHLER.com. I'm not running for mayor. I'm not running for governor. Maybe governor next year after I win the election if I see
Baby
there's nobody.
steps, Heshy. Baby
right.
steps.
So I want to get in there, clean sweep. I met another guy running for councilman.
that word,
I
clean
already
sweep.
have a 9-person coalition that when we go in there, we'll have 9 out of the 26 majority votes to actually do stuff. Now, let me tell you what else I did. I contacted Amazon. They got back to me and I said, listen, I'm going into the city council. I really want another shot at you. He says, come on, guys, you're never going to get me approved. You know, we were joking about. He says, you know what? When you get into city council, give me a call and come down and see us, and we'll have a chat about it. So I'm working now, without being in the city council, to get Amazon
Do you
back
know
into
how
New
many
York.
jobs that would bring to New York? How much of revival that might bring back
forget
to the
about all
city
of that.
after what AOC did to
I know,
destroy it?
I know. This is very important. Remember, I'm concentrating on our city. I was driving around Baltimore. I really was there when I went to the Tim Pool show. What a great guy this Tim. I forget that he's a cool, nice guy. I got into his beautiful house. He has skating rinks and he has...
It's a very chill show.
Chill show.
Sounds
Everybody
like he's got
cooking
more money
dinner.
than you, Heshy.
And his co-host, I was making fun of Ian. The guy is an intelligent. I was making fun of him, and he let me. The guy just. I want you to know, Ian is the. I just Tim Pool and Ian.
It wasn't
was
the
done-
Tim
it was in
Pool-
good
wasn't the
nature
Tim
and
Pool
jest in
show,
good
show
nature.
that night. It was the Heshy show
All I
that
know is
night. You did most of the
Tim,
talking.
Tim just let me go. He was just the man is an intelligence, and anything I brought up, the guy was just on the ball.
They should have just said, we interrupt this program to bring you a superseding program.
No,
We're
but,
bringing you to
you know,
the Just Enough Heshy show tonight.
I made a mistake on the show, and I said, "Hi, this is Tim. Welcome to my show." And he says, "Hey, actually, it's my show." It wasn't a mistake. Anyways, we have Corner Cafe, Linda's favorite cafe. Linda, no, I was joking about with Linda.
You still owe us one of those vegetarian
Impossible.
Impossible Burger.
I want that burger.
So Linda
Look
said,
how your looks away when
I'm
I
gonna tell
say
you-
that.
I'm gonna
I
tell-
want that burger.
I'm going to get that burger.
"Wow, guys!" Linda got angry with me because I said, "Linda," and Linda says to me, "Heshy, why do you tell everybody I know the number by heart? I don't order 10 times a week. I only order once." I said, "Linda, stop it. You know the number by heart." And then the other day I was joking around with Linda, can you order me breakfast? And she just picks up the phone and starts dialing. I said, "I told you, Linda, you know the number by heart."
They
She
really
doesn't have it on speed dial?
They really have delicious food there.
They do
I
have
mean,
very
really,
good.
it has something special in there.
They're located at 2 Ditmas Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. They are
Right on the corner, right?
Right on the
Ditmas,
corner.
right on the
Ditmas,
corner.
718-435-2233. Really, the deliveries are very quickly. They have beautiful platters, simcha meetings. Very nice. Anyways, I like them. I have no problem with them. And
That's a dairy place.
Dairy place.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have
like
Traveler's
dairy.
Choice. Traveler's Choice is what's their phone number?
212-868-8698. That's 212-868-8698.
These are the lifers, right?
Yossi and Devora
Yossi and
Lifer.
Devora Lifer. They're the ones that arrange for all of your travel needs. You don't have to break your head going on the computer, searching sites, this, that. You can travel anywhere, locally, national, international. They'll arrange it all for you at the best prices. They will also arrange for car rentals for you. They will arrange your entire itinerary, hotel reservations, whatever is necessary. It's a one-stop shop. Get it all. You pick up the phone, you call them. What's that number again?
212-868-8698 for all your local and international flights.
And just remember, for your travel, Traveler's Choice is your only choice.
Yossi, Devora Lifer, wonderful. And then we have Plaza Auto Leasing.
Plaza Auto Leasing, located at 2750 Nostrand Avenue.
And what do we call for short? PAL, right?
Pals, if you want to become a pal, Plaza Auto Leasing, you call them at 718-975-9000 and tell them Big H, Uncle Heshy sent you. That's 718-975-9000. They have amazing specials going on.
They do have.
They
really
have
are.
electric cars, regular cars. You can.
He gave me a sample. He let me drive one of those electric cars.
Oh, you went to check out the
I
cars?
went to check it out. I said, I want to buy one. I said, I got to try one out.
They're
I'm
so
not-
cheap
I'm not
now.
And I told him I'm not going to buy the car for like 6 months. He says, no problem. I should go try it in and come back to me.
I got two
You
questions.
can
over
try out
Soya.
the cars when you come down there. You could literally just test
Soya,
drive the
I
car
have this
over
new
there.
thing. They do only leasing, or can
They
you buy
do-
can you buy a new car? Can you buy a used
Anyways,
car? Can you do this?
Green Guard Sanitizing, Peter Viaro, owner manager, 347-624-7885. With this stupid lockdown, we still have to do the sanitizing. 347-624-7885. Peter Viaro, they do sanitizing of your stores. They really go
They're
to
the
him,
guys
they
that
go-
certify that it's been
So,
done. In
right,
other words,
right.
the purification process.
But now I'm going to give you my quote and joke today because we got to start the show. We're really running late.
Okay.
And as you know, I fight with Linda all the time. Really, she fights with me. It's her fault. It's really her fault every
Do you
time.
have a joke that doesn't involve Linda? I'm just curious.
I was on the Tim Pool show, and I made a lot of fun of Linda. I mean, a lot.
She
of
was
fun.
like
Oh,
a big section of that
so
show.
when I came up the steps.
now I understand that lump on your head over there.
So when
was
I
wondering.
came up the steps and I knew the door was double locked. You know what I mean? And I turned the lock. I said, Linda. She said, oh, Heshy, I was home alone. I was scared. I said, Linda, you've never double locked the door in your life. And she said, what do you want? I said, let me in, you witch. No, I'm joking. I'm joking with it. But I want you to know, me and Linda, we had a little argument, and I got a little upset with her. I'm stupid. And I said, Linda, do you know what wife means? It means W without information. That's I, fighting every time. Linda says, no, baby. You're wrong. It means with idiot forever. Yeah.
I think
Hers is
I
easier
think
to
she
remember.
gave-
I like
know,
it.
I know.
She gave you a good response. She hit you back hard.
Well, she let me in the house.
What about your quote of the day?
I'm going to give you a quote, and this is my favorite quote because I want you guys now know the vaccine is coming out. The vaccine is here. By the way, the vaccine was approved in Europe, but we're going to get to that.
Okay.
I want you to have. This is my quote.
Who's it dedicated to? Anybody particular?
This dedicate this
Or
this.
just our listening audience in
I
general?
want my listening only because this is what I've been waiting for. Because I told you COVID is over. I know they tell me, Heshy, you know why Trump lost? Because he didn't push COVID more.
The fat lady hasn't sung yet. I'm
Right,
still
but
praying.
the point is I'm telling you that COVID is here, but be careful. But it's not as deadly and dangerous that it is. Anyways, here it is. Have faith in yourself, but have faith in your friends and neighbors too. Faith inspires faith. Guys, believe there's a God. Believe in your neighbor, believe in your friend, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Believe you can go through it. I mean, guys,
Heshy, I believe in you. I believe you can win the election.
I'm going to, and I want you to know something. You know, I'm embarrassed to tell you, and I'm sad right now for 2 seconds. I was hoping that the suicide rate would stay at 96, 97. Today we passed 100.
Oh, God.
And
I didn't even
today
hear
was
that.
a young girl, a 14-year-old girl, and when I got the call, it was just I just hung up the phone. I pulled over the car. I sat there for 10 minutes. I says, you know, man, I give up. Really, for a few minutes, I just said I give up. What the hell is this city coming to? I'm upset. And then I go back to the office and I get a screaming match from my campaign manager. Heshy, you got to chill. He has another guy there. Heshy, you got to talk nicely. You got to be more calmer. I said, stop it, guys. If the people want me elected, don't tell me to be make-believe and then when I get into city council to change. I want them to know who's going to fight for them. I want them to know how I'm going to fight for them.
They know you're a fighter. That's for sure.
It's not the point that they know I'm a fighter. They have to
You
believe.
continue with the good
I'm not
fight.
making promises. What I'm making is that I know the route. You see, you know what scares me? Because I know how to do my job. But when I get there, they're telling me, Heshy, somebody told me today, a friend of mine, he says, when the president gets elected with all his promises, there's a guy whispering in his ear the second he takes the oath. He says, whatever you promised, don't even think for a moment you have a chance of getting done.
Except for our great President Trump. He
But
kept
again,
his
but
promises.
a lot of things
God bless
he couldn't do. He had a lot more to do.
Well, they didn't let him breathe, but he did a lot.
So I'm going in there. I'm not promising. I just know what I'm going to do, and I'm scared because I have a job for 4 or 8 years, and I don't want to miss it. And I'm usually
Heshy,
very
you
good
just
at what
said
I do.
faith. Believe in
I know.
yourself.
I do. Oh, I believe.
You
I
will
believe.
get done
Right.
most of what you've
So
been
we're gonna
promising.
start-
You will really, and you will get the ball rolling, and you will get the city back
So now
on
I'm
its
going to
feet.
tell you about, before we get to the vaccines, the violations that I was telling you about that they gave out for the $37 million.
Then we got to do our shout-outs.
We're going to do our shout out. So what happened is our councilman, who I'm going to be replacing, Chaim Deutsch and Carmen Yeager, they're doing a Zoom forum on how to dismiss or speak about how to handle your violations. Now, these guys have never handled violations, have never gone to court. They're going to give you some story to make themselves look better for the next year. Here's my point. I'm the professional, and they're going to then because
Where do they come to be
Right,
giving advice
but
if
it's-
they know nothing
they
about
know
it?
And here's my problem is you people are going to listen to them. And the only thing you should listen to them is just like by James Meadows. What does he say? Don't go to court yourself. You got to hire a good
Get the
ticket
right
lawyer.
people to do it for you,
So
of course.
in this particular
Does
case...
James Meadow handle such violations? The sanitation?
No, he doesn't. He
No.
doesn't do that. James
No.
is just, he could.
Automobile.
Right, automobile, he's the best. He focuses, and just like me, I focus on my violations, and that's why I'm able to win 80% of them. Now, these guys are not going to tell you to go professionals, or you have to go to a professional. There's nothing you could discuss. There's no reason for them to make this forum. I'm going to tie into their stupid Zoom forum. I'm going to hear the lies that's coming out of their mouth. These guys have no right to even discuss it. But you know what? And I'm going to tell you about Chaim Deutsch. You know, I like him. Everybody says, oh, Chaim is so calm. That's why he won the election. He wears his suits. Let me tell you about Chaim. And here's my problem. Do you know who oversaw the committee for Mrs. de Blasio's $1.25 billion loss? Who was committee chairman? Chaim Deutsch.
And what did
So
he
can
accomplish?
we ask Chaim,
And-
where's the
where's the money?
one and a quarter?
I've tried.
Where's the one and a quarter
I've invited
billion?
I've invited Chaim on my show many times. I've asked to be on his show, but of course Chaim is scared of me. I don't know why he's scared of me. I like
You
him.
might ask him the questions that he doesn't want to answer.
That's
But,
right.
getting back to that
So,
point
guys,
that you said,
whatever-
you must always have a professional. Even a lawyer is told.
right.
Abraham Lincoln once said, a lawyer that represents himself has a fool for a client, has a fool for a lawyer, and a jackass for a client.
So I'm going to
And
tell
on
you.
that note, if you need an attorney for any contractual or closing needs, you can call Abraham Hoshander at 347-435-3402.
We're gonna take some calls.
347-435-3402.
We're going to take some calls, but I want you to know, by the way, I am working with the district attorney on my case. I'm not supposed to really talk
No,
about
please,
it.
no, absolutely not.
Right.
Please, no.
But I
Let's
want you
move
to
on.
know I am going to be representing myself. With your advice, with attorneys on the side.
We will discuss
We'll
that.
discuss. We're not allowed to discuss
You're
it.
going pro
Uh,
se,
let- let-
possibly?
I'm not going to.
Actually, let's get on with the show.
Wow.
We're going to do our
Look at
shout-outs
my attorney.
now.
My attorney's trying to defend
We
me.
are going to do our shout-outs
I'm
now.
shouting
We
out
have
to
Sergeant
Mira
Peter.
Sergeant Peter, what a good guy.
Hey, where's
Sergeant Peter!
Okay, that is Mira Nava, our sweet little
Mira
My
Nava.
granddaughter, my
our
granddaughter.
little doll. And then I always give my shout out to my dear friend, the Honorable Dove Hyken,
With Dov Hyken,
who's
you
always
know-
doing
do-
wonderful
do you know what-
things.
do you know-
fighting. I know.
Do you know what he did?
He made the connection between you and the White House.
I went to the White House.
Okay.
I made a video to the President Trump, and I told him in one of my videos, and I was at Dougie's, I'm picking you up a couple sandwiches. Of course, we ate the sandwiches on the way. I'm stupid, whatever. So we get to the White House. The Secret Service turns me down. I go to he tells me you can go to the
But they
back.
were nice to you,
But I
no?
want you to know you can't go to the gates anymore due to the BLM. They now closed off. You have to stay away a block from the gates. So one of the Secret Service said if you go through the back over there, go into the parking lot, blah, 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 you can take your videos and so on. And I sent the videos into the White House. Anyways, we went around to the Abraham Lincoln statue, the memorial. I took my nephews around. I made a funny video about my son, and we get in our cars, and we drove back to Baltimore to have some lunch so I can go on this team pool show. And what happened was I'm sitting over there, and I get a call from the Honorable Dov Hyken. Heshy, the White House wants to speak to you.
That's my Dove, one in a billion.
So I'm sitting there
That's
with
my
some,
buddy.
I'm sitting there with some donors that
Uncle Dove.
I'm talking to some donors that want to, took us to lunch, and we're joking around. I said, Dove, stop it. You're full of it, Dove. Stop it. You saw my videos. You're having fun with Heshy. I'm so happy for you,
If
Dove.
Dove is calling you for that, he means it.
But I wasn't showing. This is Heshy. Shut up, he says. They're gonna call you. Can I give out your number? I said, sure. You crazy man. So I get a call from somebody else, and he says, this is it. We spoke a few minutes. He says the guy's gonna call you. I got a call. I can't tell you the name who from a liaison, and the guy says, well, listen, Heshy. Come back. We need 48 hours to vet you. I said, I can't. He said, if you come back, we'll come out because we watch your videos. They think it's funny. And he says, we'll come out and have some coffee with you. I says, no, I can't come back for that for the liaisons. I would love to meet you guys, but I really want to go back. I'd love to just get into the White House. So he says, let me tell you, we know you're on the Hanukkah list. There's no possible way to get you in. All the tickets are gone. Nothing for you to discuss. He says, but you're going to be on the Christmas list.
And that includes your two co-hosts, of course. You're going to make sure
so
of
right
that.
now we're going to vet. But he says,
I owe President Trump a big hug. I can't wait to meet him.
I am planning on going back to Washington Monday. So he says if I give him notice, they can maybe vet me and I might be able to get into the White House. And if I bump into the president, fine. If not, not. So I want you to know, guys, I'm still trying, but I'm close. They know I exist. So you know what? I'm still trying. I'm going to get there. And when I do get
Who
in there,
doesn't know you exist, Heshy?
I know, it's so funny, that wherever I go now, people in Staten Island, not Jewish people, hugging me, kissing me, taking pictures. It's very cool.
Well,
and
you
they know I'm fighting for
represent
them.
all the different groups.
I
It
do.
doesn't
I do.
matter.
This when I get
You're
in
not.
there,
You're not religions only for one.
This
You're
is
for
one
all
city.
religions. All
My
people.
fight is not only for this city. I want the country to see a movement. And I want not only the country, I was on the Tim Pool show. I said, listen, guys, I want you to do a little bit of charity. Yesterday, I was called by the Bikachon. I mean, I did my job. I'm very busy running around. She says, Heshy, I need a guy to be driven to the city. I said, well, I don't know what you want me to do. She says, can you find me somebody? And I had 2 or 3 people, and finally I found this beautiful lady that will drive this man and stay with him for 4 hours. I called the man, and the man said, no. Can't go. I don't go with women. I said, but she's just going to drive you and go with you and sit with you by the doctor. No. I need a guy. At the last minute, I couldn't find anybody. They were going to hire him an aide. And I says, no. I jumped in the car and went with him. And you know what? That's it. He should have seen how happy he was.
She's a beautiful lady. Could you get her to drive me around
stop
sometime?
it. But she was such a. My point is not that the man was so happy just me sitting there, not even talking so much. Of course, I never shut up and I talked, and it was just a great. He felt so good when I took him home. He thanked me. Can I call you again? I said, yeah, call me anytime you want.
Well, I don't think a lot of people are aware, and I always tell this to people of the Gemilut Chasadim, the charitable acts of helping people, whether it comes to money, whether it comes to feeding people, of the private small things that you want to do on a regular basis. I don't think people are aware of all these things. They're just aware of the large things that come out in the public.
You lost focus. It's not that you do this. You
doing it.
No. But you got to teach the children. One guy doing it all cannot happen. You teach 20 others to do that one little thing. We now have spread and paid forward, and these other people will do more. That's my message. It's not only my message here, it's my message across the country. That's why I'm telling people, I don't want to get $5,000 from you or $12,000 for donations. I want to show the country a grassroots campaign. I want to show them that I am not obligated to anybody. Now I know you're going to be a big shot, HESHY. No, I want my campaign to be a campaign of the people. I want the people to say, hey guys, there's somebody in the hospital, or a kid is hurt, or a meal is done, and there's some homeless person. I just want that. I promise you, we can make this country back. I'm taking the city back, my children. I'm taking the city back, and I'm going to war. But I want to talk about something very important. Europe. Our Europe has now approved, not temporary approved for emergency use, complete use of the vaccine,
final approval
which
of the
is
Pfizer
starting now.
vaccine.
I'm telling you now, Europe, which has millions and millions of people, they're actually starting now the vaccine. Distribution. And here in America, whether you want to take it or not, whether you want to believe in COVID, and now, I'm not denying that COVID exists. I'm denying that 99.5% don't die. I'm denying that, they want us now. I just heard from one of the WHO or CDC that they want the people to wear masks inside and outside, full time.
What does inside mean? Inside your
When
own
you're
home or in your own office when you're not surrounded by other people?
The people that were caught at restaurants, the politicians that were caught at restaurants with their families eating out, that told you to stay home. Those are the people that are telling us to wear inside masks.
That's right.
So we can suffocate.
Right.
How about we put a little chloroform and suffocate them and put them out permanently? Come on, give me a break. I'm not putting a mask on inside my house.
But the masks are...
Who's going to...
But I want you to know something. Europe has approved the Pfizer vaccine, which is 95.5% perfect, and America has still not. And Pfizer belongs to us. And that's my funny question here. Then now today, finally, since he thinks Biden won, Mr. Quackamo, what's his name? Cuomo? Cuomo says, you know what? We're going to start distribution for the emergency personnel, the frontline workers, the healthline workers, and people in trouble sometime in December, and they're going to have...
By December 15th,
right,
it'll
and
be
then
here.
the distribution, that's just for the emergency workers,
Right,
20
and then
million.
there'll be the second wave of distribution.
Now, I have a question for you. The second wave is supposed to start in May. The second wave is supposed to start in November. I just want you to know, here's my hospital record for you. According to my records, one in Maimonides, confirmed by me personally. 2 people confirmed in the hospital of Coney Island Hospital. 0 in the Bronx. Now, listen to me. They said that there was 20, and then they changed the number to 200. Now, in Israel, out of the 11 hospitals, they claim the spreading of the virus, pure lies. The guy's telling me, he didn't give me a number. He says pure lies.
Well,
the
today
hospital
I
beds,
did hear...
empty, half empty. I know the numbers are up.
No, but
I
something
don't know.
I did hear in Israel, I hear that somebody that had it once had it now for the second time.
He didn't have it the first time. He didn't have it the second time. What he had
That's
was
what
he
they
had
claim.
the
They
flu.
claim he died now
he
the second
died now.
time.
Right.
So let's shut the whole country down.
Yeah.
Because
So
he
they want to
died.
shut the country down. People are committing suicide. I just want you to know, and I'm going to tell you a bad story. There was a young boy today, 9 years old, or was it yesterday? He stabbed his little sister with a knife. Now, he's an autistic child. The child, of course, is being...
He should have been in his program.
Okay, right. So you locked him up in the house. They took him to the hospital. You can't keep autistic children locked up for months
They're
at a
not
time.
able to get even their services
Right.
at home.
So what you're saying is that on a scale, there's more harm
He
resulting
stabbed-
from a lockdown
Yeah, right.
than there is from letting the country go
False
on and
special.
open up
Now,
and do what's got to be
Mr.
done.
De Blasio
DeBozo.
opened up schools for 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds and so on. What difference does it make to 5th graders, 6th graders? Children do not get it or don't spread disease. What's his name? Fauci, what's his name?
Fauci.
Fauci said so himself. 1 minute Fauci says...
Fauci is a puppet.
Exactly. Guys, take your vaccine. Don't take your vaccine. I'm going to take the vaccine. Not because I need it, because I haven't gotten sick once on it. I want to show people, don't be scared. Let's show this country that we've done it. And let's see what other stupid excuses they're going to keep us locked down with. Watch Cuomo, whose executive order expired. He laughed when we beat him in the court order. Then he says, oh, there's no more executive order. And now they want to again lock us up as of yesterday.
No,
But
they need to
didn't do
be
it.
locked up permanently. They are out of control.
Yeah. So I'm telling you now, I'm going to take the vaccine just to show proof of it. I'm going to try to figure out a way. I can't get it right away. I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to try to get it in one of the first ones, not because I want to be the head of the line. I want to show the country that it's safe. Take it. There's no chemicals, no mercury, no little little bugs in there that will track you all day and night.
You feel safe taking?
I
you feel
safe
taking it?
Do you understand that either they're going to kill me, which means a couple of 100 million people will die, and what are we going to do? Then you have no army.
Well, incidentally,
but if I survive and everybody else survives and they continue to hurt us, I'm going to start a revolution. I am going to
I
fight
believe
back.
you will survive. Incidentally, I had spoken about it with my cousin Michael Chop, and he's Professor Michael Chop. He's one of the nation's leading scientists, and he's at the Henry Ford Center. He actually made 30 or 40 professors underneath him, and he said to me, once the FDA gives final approval, the vaccine is out, absolutely everybody should take it.
But as you know,
and it's no fear, nothing to be afraid of.
But it seems like the government is stalling us that we're going to be still in this predicament till May, which is foolish because there is enough product. They're producing a million something.
I don't
pieces
believe
a
that.
day.
I think by the end of January, everybody will have had it.
But
It'll
my
be
question,
available.
but it won't. But my question to you is: if China solved the problem of this problem without the vaccine, why hasn't it cured everybody? But even so, why? And by the way, the hospitals are not overridden. They're saying 1,100 people in this city, and our country is overridden. The hospitals are close to the end. It is not true. I have no idea what these governors and mayors are doing, and I'm telling you right now. I don't understand the propaganda that's coming out of these
They are
news
doing
agencies.
everything the opposite of what President Trump said that they should be doing and wants them to be doing. They will do, if it's Democratic-led, progressive liberal Democrats who are just interested in themselves and lining their pockets and their power, they will do and say everything opposite of what our dear president
Now,
says.
I'm going to give you guys one more thing. We're going to pick up some calls. One of my bills that I'm going to entertain to the city council, as I tell you, every month 30, 40 pieces of legislation. As of the month of November, there was 42 pieces of legislation. Yes, no, whatever that went through.
On average, how many go through from
About
that?
I'm
What
talking
percentage?
30 pieces.
30
have
pieces
passed.
actually passed,
Right.
okay.
Just like Sawyer's bill, which is going to pass very soon, of the ticket thing.
Okay.
Again, without people's authorization, without us voting on it. Now, these guys read, as I told you, a little blurb, a paragraph, and they vote on a 30-page, 40-page bill, and there's 40, 50 of them every single month, or 30 of them, even 20 of them. It's impossible. My bill is going to say, and this came from this guy on the Tim Pool show, Ian, very smart guy. Really, it was. I wrote this thing down. He says, listen, Heshy, make them fill out a form swearing that they read the entire bill before they vote on it. If they lied, then we find out that we
Because
whatever.
most of the times
They don't.
They
They don't even
didn't.
know
They
what it
have
was.
no idea
But
what
this
they're
is-
even passing.
But that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
that
I was just
I'm-
about to question that. You
Right.
mean they read a little blurb and they can understand fully the
no,
ramifications
they
of a
see,
bill?
they see
and
how much
what-
money is stacked up in front of them to pass the
Right.
bill.
So that's my point that I'm going to make out to you. And my second bill, as I told you, I'm going to put in for legislation that any mayor, I can't go after governor, but I will start screaming when the bill passes in New York City that I'm going to go after the state senate and the assembly. I'm going to start screaming at them.
You can bring it to the
to
attention
do
of
the
the-
same thing to the governor. Now we're going to put up somebody to run against governor, and we're going to have somebody hopefully that runs for mayor. But
I so wish Dove would step out of retirement and come
I know,
back.
I know. But again, these are the things that we have to talk about, and these are the issues of the day between Europe and so on. But don't forget, everybody, HESHYTishler.com. Give me a small donation, $10, $15, $20. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's get in there. There should be no doubt. Remember, my campaign announcement is going to come out officially next week, even though I saw an ad in some kind of political magazine that Heshy Tischler announces and throws his kippah in the ring. That was so cute. Throws his kippah
love
in the ring.
that.
Yeah. But I'm going to talk bad about my opponents. Number one, one of my opponents, Amber Adler. The girl has no experience. Yeah, she's politically connected. I have no idea what that means, that she's getting money on the side or under the table. She hasn't worked for 4 years, hasn't done budgets, hasn't done anything.
She may be a very sweet girl.
She's not a sweet girl. She got her husband deported to Canada.
I
who
take
has
it
not
back in
seen,
that case.
he has
She's not even a sweet girl.
He has not seen her children in 8 years. Now, here's my problem. How can she have compassion for other single parents or people that are going through a divorce when she herself has committed this egregious crime against her ex? You know, I hate when people get divorced, they use the children in it. And this is terrible. And even if he's supposedly so bad, set it up with the police. Why do whatever it is? I have no...
That is pretty
I
horrifying.
will crush her, and I don't think she's too smart.
There
Nor
are
do I-
there are evil people
And,
out there.
and what qualifications does she
Again,
have?
supposedly Sarah Deutsch
Does
has...
she run a business? Does she know how to do a budget?
Sarah Deutsch has not, and this is going to come up in the debates anyways. Sarah Deutsch has never done anything in politics besides her husband. She's been a secretary all these
She
years.
is running?
She might run, will run,
I don't
is
think
running,
she's
whatever.
gonna run. I
what-
don't see why.
again,
Well, I'm just curious. The money went missing from DeBozo's wife, and he had something to do with it. So
Sarah,
maybe
too.
she's running.
I don't
Where is
know.
this money coming from for her to run?
Well, no problem. There's going to be campaign.
Just curious.
But I'm telling you. And then we have Mr. Noble, a nice boy. Again, a boy politically connected. I like him, but I don't think he's qualified to handle $90 billion in budgets. I don't think he's qualified even to pay his own rent.
What was he
And
doing before?
I don't know. Doing so. Saperstein is a special aids teacher or something of that nature. So he's pretty good. And they're going
That's
to.
not a businessman
Right,
either, and
exactly.
that's not somebody
And-
that's... I've never heard his name before
But
until
he
you came.
did-
I don't know
And
if
he's
I'm
running for-
doing anything,
Oh,
leading the
he's-
community or
these are my-
accomplishing anything
These
of
are
any
my
kind.
competitors in the city council race. Now, if you want to know my qualifications, I've run audits, budgets, workman's comp, filing the DOB. Today I had a super big
City
inspection.
matters.
I had an inspector that came into a big building that was shut down. He walked in there, saw his reports, went through the thing. Place was clean. At 7:45,
And
he came
those
early.
are all in addition to the things that you do on a regular basis for the community.
But it's not that. I'm qualified.
constituency.
But I'm not going to even talk about the
You're
constituency.
you are imminent.
You are the
qualified.
right man for the job.
And I, know,
100%.
and I know the issues of today. Everybody thinks, oh, HESHY, you're going to open up one more drug center? No. My job is that not only will I get drugs treatment centers for my young kids in this community, of course, I'm going to try to at least start the first year with 7, 8, 9 more treatments for the kids. I'm going to try to make sure that there's more money for postpartum depression. I'm not talking $20,000. I'm going to try to push that number in the millions of dollars. But I'm also going to be worried on the same issues in all 5 boroughs because I'm going to be one of the 51 councilmen. And issues like this, parking, transit, getting the police funding, not only to get more police officers, but police officers to interact personally. Stop the shootings and the murders and the killings and the rapes. That is the most important thing. Not throwing people out of their stores, not having people commit suicides. I have a problem. I don't know how to solve the mental issues and suicides. I
Well,
don't know.
this city needs a grand renaissance entirely.
So-
it's got a renewal, a complete renewal.
But here's my plan. I want you to hear this. I'm going to go to each councilman and going to go from district to district. I'm going to try to get 1 or 2 synagogues, 1 or 2 churches and mosques. I want to create a big coalition. I'm not going to pay them. I want like a community board, but it's going to be a city community board. And we're going to set up not one councilman to run the committee. All 51 of us are going to sit like an inquisition in this committee. And these people, these pastors, imams, local community leaders are going to give us their issues. We're going to have to figure out a way. We're going to figure out a
resolve
way
the issues, sit
to
and
hear what
discuss
By
the
the
issues.
people,
for the people, because why we
Are the-
people, right?
yeah,
Of the
the
people,
So
by
that is
the people,
again
and for
one
the
of my
people.
opinions. And I know you guys are going to laugh at me. Oh, HESHY, it's never going to happen.
It's
I got
going
you.
to happen, HESHY.
I got you.
Heshy's a doer. It's going to get done.
I'm going to try that. Now, I'm not going to do crazy stuff. And of course, as you know, I'm going to go after, they were laughing at me today, a couple of DOB inspectors. Oh, you're going to defund us. You're going to defund the DOT. You know what? I might not be able to do it, but I'm going to make you so miserable that I'm not going to let you do your jobs. And I'm going to have the new mayor say, look, guys, let's fire these guys.
They're not doing their
and I'm
jobs.
going to get the 51 councilmen to take away money from them. So I might not be able to fire the commissioners, but I'll be able to defund them, that they'll have to fire either inspectors or clerical workers. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a deal. Keep your inspectors, a lot of your clerical workers, but if they're duplicity, I'm going to get rid of them. I want to, computers today, uploading, downloading. I could take these 5 agencies. I promise you, I calculated over $2.2 billion I can save by combining just the chiefs, the inspectors, the paperwork people, not the people in the
Balance the
streets.
city budget.
No, but takes
expand it and balance
out
it.
of the $9
The
billion.
budget has never been
Out of
balanced.
the $9 billion in
Come
the
very
hole,
close, maybe.
But out of the $9 billion in the hole, and God forbid, and I'm just joking now. Bring back Amazon. Bring back Amazon.
a
I win big
blessing.
time. Yeah.
All right, Heshy,
these
I
are
think
the-
maybe we
let's
should
go. Let's
open
take
the
a call.
calls,
Go
people
ahead,
waiting.
Sawyer. Let's go. Pick up a call. Hi, you on the air with Heshi Bumi Sawyer. How are you?
How are you, Heshy? This is your number one fan. How are you? How are you doing?
How you doing, my number one fan? What's up, my boy? Give me a good question.
Not much. I haven't called into the show in a while because last week when I tried to call and I kept getting to someone from HESHY whenever I tried to call in last.
But
So-
anyways,
so-
our phones were attacking. The system was down. I want to ask you a question, young man. Are you back in school?
yes,
Not the Zoom school, on real live school.
yes.
Has anybody gotten sick in your school? Teachers, rabbis, kids? No.
No.
How about your parents? How are they doing?
They're good.
That's what I want to ask you. And have you fallen behind in your studies?
No.
No, you don't have to be embarrassed. I'm not saying I know you're a smart kid, and I see, and I've spoken to you before. My point to you is, has it been a little bit harder on you because of what they've done, or some of your classmates? Do you see that this stupid school holding back is a dumb thing, or what are your friends saying about it?
They're not really saying much about it.
Well, anyways, you be a good boy. Thank you for calling into the show, and happy Hanukkah. Bye.
All right. Happy Hanukkah to you, Heshy, to you, Boomy, and to you, Sawyer.
Oh, thank
I
you.
like this.
Thank
This is
you.
one of the
Thank
good
you.
ones.
Bye. Good night.
Let's-
What's your name?
Let's go. Next caller. Let's take the next caller. Hello, you on the air with Heshi, Bumi, and Sawyer.
Hello?
Yeah.
Actually, I want to ask you a question quick.
Go ahead.
Actually, I was at the...
We lost
Let's
them.
go. Yeah, go to.
All right, we'll try another
yeah,
one.
Yeah, wait a second. But I want you to know today's rally that happened today. I saw the love of the friends and the neighbors and people giving donations today with the people losing jobs. You know, one girl got up there and she says, "I lost my business. I'm 30,000 in the hole, and I'm a single mother. And what a great lady in Staten Island. And they took everything from her. You know." And I want you to know my number of the show is 718-303-9090.
That's 718-303-9090.
So I went to my barber because, again, thought due to the lockdown, they already warned everybody. So I went to my barber, and I was sitting over there ready to take a haircut, and two health inspectors showed up. And she didn't even show her badge. You know, they were going to show it the last minute. She was walking in, and I walked outside, and I blocked their path. I said, "Where are you going?" I said, "You have a warrant?" "No. I said, "What are you coming in? We're allowed to come in and check." I said, "Really, show me the law." "No, we're coming in there. We're going to." I said, "You can't come in here." "Who are you?" I said, "I'm a representative. My name is Heshi Dishla." She says, we're just going to give you our pamphlets. I said, "That's all you're going to give me." And for 10 minutes, she starts explaining to me the game. She gave me her pamphlet. And I said, "Thank you very much. Go ahead." And I stood there because they walked to the next block. They walked back. They thought they'd sneak in. I'm much more smarter than them, and I wasn't going to let them give them a violation. And I was filming it just in case they wanted to issue a fake violation. Let's take another call. Guys, do not give up your rights. I know they want to, by them coming into your stores illegally, by them doing it without warrants, I can come into your houses illegally. I could do so much whatever is. Let's take line 5. You're on the air with Heshi, Bumi, and Sawyer. How are you? You see, it takes too long. We were talking
Take
too
line
much.
2.
Take line 2. How are you? You're on the air with Heshi, Bumi, and Sawyer.
Hello.
Heshy.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, you're on the air.
Why, Heshy, do you think there is division between Reform, Conservative, and Orthodox Jews, and we're not all on the same page?
I disagree with you. And I know you guys are going to laugh at me. I do not, and that's a very good call. Everybody's saying, "Well, Heshi, you're Orthodox. Do you represent the conservative Jews, the left Jews, the Reform Jews, the Reconstructionist Jews?" Let me explain
Your
to you something.
representation is not based on religion.
Right. I believe that all Jews are equal. People's interpretation of God is different, how they observe God. But once you're a religious man, and you're talking to me about, I'm just telling you, Jesus, Christian. Yesterday I was on an interview with a guy saying, 9/11 was a conspiracy. I said, it could be. He says, that, and you guys are going to laugh at me on this, but the guy was a very nice man, Alex Stein. He interviewed me on his show, on his podcast, and a lot of his people believe that the earth is flat. Really, I swear to you.
Now?
Really now. I said, but it's not. He says, no, we're living in a glass bubble. We were tricked. We never went to the moon. The government did this. I said, it's not possible. He says, well, it's flat, HESHY, and if you don't believe it, you're dumbbell and 9/11. And it keeps going through conspiracy after
Well,
conspiracy.
I'm hearing what you're saying, but let's understand
you
the
know,
religion is a thing of the
but
heart.
so he asked me the simple question. He says, HESHY, you don't believe all this stuff, but you believe that COVID is a conspiracy. So then I'm thinking to myself, you're right. If there's one conspiracy, there could be more conspiracies. But again, I don't believe the earth is flat. There's no question about that. I do believe there's a God on the planet. I do believe that all religions are the same. And I do believe that that everybody should understand that just because you serve God differently, just because you believe that God in a different way, everybody says, "Hey, you don't believe in gay marriage." I don't have no problem. I just don't believe that. I believe marriage is for men and women, and that's what it was created for. Now, there are religious gay people out there, and I don't know what you want me to give you an answer. They're Jewish gay. They're not Jewish gay. I don't know, man. I again, with these conspiracy theories, maybe there's nobody really gay.
I think all Jews are equal. I don't judge
But
one
it's not
over
only
the
that.
other.
I
based
believe
upon
all religions.
all
are equal.
religions. Absolutely,
America is America.
Absolutely.
Do you know how many Christians?
And I think we should put that to rest. I think we said
no,
enough
but I'm
about
telling
that.
you. Let's take another call. Let's take line 5.
And by the way, incidentally, for other
Hold on. You're on the air with HESHY, Bumi, and Sawyer.
Why do you think all the Jews are the same?
Because I believe that all men were created equal. I believe men, women, it doesn't make a difference what color you are. It doesn't make a difference what religion you are. We are equal in a sense of being a human being. So I'm not telling you, oh my God, because you're Jewish, you're better than Christian or Catholic. Hey, when you serve your God, we'll see whatever happens at the end of the day.
As long as you do good things, one's mode of practice is not relevant.
That's the whole basis of religion, to serve whatever religion you're in, to serve God and do good for your fellow man, to make this place, this heaven that God gave you, this gift that God gave your life, to make it better. Let's take
HESHY,
line 5.
our producer just gave me instructions to mention.
You're on there with
another
HESHY,
way-
Bumi, and Sawyer.
Rabbi Tischler?
That another
let's
way,
take
another
line-
way to advertise on the show,
Yeah.
I'm being told, is to call area code 914-719-6637.
What's the number?
914-719-6637.
I did say that in the beginning
Either
of the show.
call or text.
Call or text.
That
To
particular
advertise
914
on the
for
show.
advertising
Let's
on
take
the show.
let's take line 1. No, line 5. Line 5. Let's take line 5 because we messed up before. You're on there with HESHY, Bumi, and Sawyer.
Hello, HESHY.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
Okay.
My name is HESHY Schwartz.
Hello, HESHY.
I'm the guy who got you Tim Pool's information.
Yes.
And I got you.
I was very impressed with you. It was a very good show, and thank you. And a lot of his listeners, really, I'm so impressed because he doesn't have a big Jewish listening base, and so many of them just spoke. They texted me. They gave me kindness. They accepted me not as a Jew, not as a white person, as an equal. They should have seen 99% of those comments were so good, and it's not that. It's showing you that this great country, this country of red, white, and blue, where most of us bleed red, white, and blue, we are the country that has done so good. And yeah, we slip. We have crazy leaders. And now we're fighting back. HESHY Schwartz, you are the man. And I thank you for that day. It made me feel
I
good.
got to get you on the Joe Rogan show.
Oh,
That's what I gotta do
that would
next.
be good.
Well,
Get
I'm
you
still
on
waiting
the Joe Rogan show.
I'm still waiting for a return call from Sean Hannity.
Yeah, anyways, HESHY, we got to take another call. Go ahead.
Sean Hannity is not important. You got to get to the YouTube crowd,
Well,
the new media.
forget
Sean
about-
Hannity is important enough for
That's what you
me.
need to get.
Forget about my exposure.
Okay.
My whole goal is everybody thinks mayor, governor, you want to be a famous. Everybody's telling me to be famous. Listen to me, guys. I'm running for city council. I want to fix my city. I don't need your salaries. I don't need anything. I want to get it done. Let's take line number 5. Go ahead. You're on the air with HESHY, Bumi, and Sawyer.
Oh, hello, Big H.
Oh my God! You know who this is?
Is that Eddie?
Eddie.
Yes, and say hello to Boomy and Zoya.
Hi, Eddie.
Eddie, my co-host didn't like the joke today. Tell me it was a good joke.
Your joke was good. Of course, your wife got the better of you, so I'm glad you're giving her equal time.
That she
Your
did.
politicking was great. Staten Island, you're obviously expanding your base, so I enjoyed it.
Eddie, one question to you. You're a regular citizen like me. Vaccine, yes or no?
I'm going to wait, HESHY, to be on the safe side.
But say you see that it's perfect and 100 million people have no issues. Are you going to take it?
Yes, eventually.
And do you believe that the country is going to get better, or we're dead?
Oh, no. Oh, are we going to get from the disease or from the Democrats?
From the Democrats.
The Democrats, I think, is a known death.
Let's go with both, Eddie.
I believe they're more dangerous, folks.
Infinitely more dangerous.
I know.
Yep.
Well, I wish my president a good thing. And Eddie, my final question to you, Eddie, and this is the most important question. Your mayor, not mine, your mayor de Blasio, does he need help, really?
We need help because he's persecuting us.
I know. And it's not anymore the Jews. Yellow, red, Governor Cuomo, red. Stop with the colors, okay? Just fix the problem. They haven't fixed the problem. All they know is how to torture us. I'm done with these idiots. And I'm telling you, we got to keep Cuomo out of office. The man is an ignorant, stupid. You ever hear him talk? The man really talks like he's slow. He needs.
But you know,
He is slow.
He is slow, and he's governor. God forbid. You know, I once saw a movie where a gardener who had mental issues, but he spoke so slow, and he never spoke, so people thought he was smart.
Trunks the gardener.
Yeah, wasn't that a great? But Peter Sellers played that movie.
That's right.
And he got to be president.
Right, he's by a very unusual writer, right? But you know, Heshy, we picked up a lot of seats in the House of Reps. Last I heard, we were at 213, and the enemy was at 222.
The problem is they still are.
How are we doing in the Senate now? The Senate. How are we doing in the Senate?
We need at least one of those two seats in the Senate
To maintain control.
Yeah, but the thing is, I would have thought we would have done better. I have a person by the name of Matilda Frontis as assembly person and Gernardus, and they both won. But you know what? After what I've seen happen now, I suspect chicanery and crookery anywhere there are Democrats.
Everywhere. It can't be that there was a Republican sweep. Wait a minute. It cannot be possible.
You're making a mistake. Now,
Why?
We did see voter fraud. 1, 2, 3. Wait, stop.
What 1, 2, 3?
Whatever,
There were thousands.
Mass
What are you
voter fraud.
talking about? Because you're hearing it in little trickles
listen,
from this place or that place, but it adds up.
But guys, again, in the thousands, I got you. There was 150 million votes. Does it now? When you're playing a game,
So what's the total that you need?
I want to ask
go
you a
into
question.
disprove
So
it?
that's my question to the audience. Is it if somebody cheats, say a little bit, does the game start all over again?
Yes,
Or,
I'm going to
Yes.
answer you. I'm going to
so
answer
you want the entire
Wait a minute,
election
stop,
to be
stop.
redone?
Yes,
Number one,
because
I'm gonna
maybe
say-
my
I'm gonna-
vote didn't
I'm gonna
count, or
say
maybe
two
your
things.
vote didn't count.
All right, I'm going to say two things. Number one, the races in those contested states were so close that the numbers, considering that the machines that were used were spiked, and that the voters, all the mail that came in, and whatever, all the different things that gone on, fraudulent mail, everything that went on could very well have made the difference, and probably did make a big difference.
So then here's my final question. No. I'm not letting you finish.
Stolen election.
Doesn't make a
It was a
difference.
stolen
Attorney
election.
General Barr said it's not true.
You're wrong. Excuse me. Attorney General Barr, I saw that
I
all
don't
over the
trust
internet.
him
That's
anymore.
not what Attorney General Barr said.
That's fake news.
That's fake news. That's the fake news.
And that's another
He's
problem.
continuing
You don't
the
know what to
investigation.
believe.
That is fake news. I heard it. I confirmed it. Attorney General Barr never said that. So that's been going around. It's not true. So number one, the amounts in those contested states could very well have made a complete difference in the outcome of the election. Number two, you want to know something? If you have
Martial law.
1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 of these votes that are improper votes and illegal votes, and you know there's fraud with the building from
places.
multiple different places, that is more than enough for the
That's
Supreme Court to
sufficient.
say that the Supreme Court should say, we are setting aside this election. This was no good. People did not get their votes counted properly.
We got 2
It
minutes.
is
That's
more
it.
than enough. Set aside the election. We're going to fix the system, and in 4 years from now, we'll have a new election. Let
Anyways,
President Trump continue.
Eddie, I love you. We're going to take 2 more calls. You have a
Okay,
great
good night,
week.
folks.
You got
Good
it.
night, Eddie.
Happy
Be well.
Hanukkah.
Happy
night,
Merry
Eddie.
Christmas, Eddie.
Let's take another call quickly. You got 1 minute. You got 10 seconds, caller. What's up? Next call. Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, and Sawyer.
Yo, Heshy. So this is how it's gonna be.
Hang up.
Ready?
Hello. You're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, and Sawyer.
You're on the air. Hello. You're on the air.
Heshy.
Please hang up. Please take over the phones. Anyways, guys, our show is coming to an end. So let's take line 5. Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, and Sawyer.
Heshy.
No. One more call. Let's it.
We can. We're running out of time.
Okay, so I'm going to finish up the show, guys. We're at
Please.
our last minute, and I want to give you something to you. As you know, I always say the same quote that, like my father taught me, and I told this to Tim Pool and a lot of people. There's two things you people out there can do in your life. You can do something, and you can do nothing. And Heshi Tishler is going into city council not doing nothing. But this is what I want you to know what the government is doing. They're making you afraid. They're trying to teach you to blame somebody for it or try to blame yourself. So I am the guy who's going to tell you now how to get there. We have serious problems in this country. We need some serious people to fix these problems. And you know what? My name is Heshi Tishler. I'm running for city council, and I'm a very serious man. So guys, wake up, stand behind me. HESHYTishler.com is going to be out there. I want to fix this city. I want the movement to spread across this country. I want my people to stand behind me. I want to make this land our land.
Let's fix it here and let it go across the country.
And any of our brothers and sisters in other states, you're always welcome for our help, and I will come there. Watch my show next week, Wednesday. Thank you guys for listening to my show.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. You're
Be
wonderful.
well.
And Linda, I love you.
The preceding